What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hot Radio Shout in. Stepping in the building, I got an artist that's tearing up the streets right now as we speak. Vibe City, what's good with it, boss?
Yeah, B-Dog, how you feeling, bro?
Man, feeling good, feeling great in this thing. Now, I mean, Vibe, Paris nights, LA mornings,
oh, yeah,
man.
That's
Talk to me about this.
Pulling it up, man. So I went to Paris for the Olympics, right?
Okay, then.
So I'm over there, that was like my third time in Paris. And I was like, I'm just going to go through there, shoot some visuals. And I'm like, let me go to the Olympics. And so I got the vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, let me go to the Olympics. Yeah, why not? I'm here. It's a vibe, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
You don't really get to do that every now and then. So
That's
I'm like,
right.
I'm right here. So I go and I'm looking at the energy and the vibes. And then one of my homegirls, she from Paris, and she was like, get out with us.
Ooh.
I don't really do clubs. So I'm like, I hang out with you on some cool shit. Bro,
Yeah.
Paris nights, there's no city like that.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass, bro. Let me
Break
tell you
it
something.
down, Vibe.
So we go out like around, I get up at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm working out, meditating,
right.
all that. But it wasn't happening over there because I get out with them like around 7:30, 8. We do dinner, then we do another event.
Yeah.
We do another event. Before I know it, bro, it's like 4 in the morning and they still going. So we go get like some crepes. The line wrapped around the corner for like real crepes. I'm like, okay, this got to be the end of the night. Said, no, we got a bars party. I'm like, it's 2 in the morning.
What?
Yeah, so we on that. And I'm like, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And keep going and keep going. So it's like New York. It's like New York with better food, bro. It's like crazy. So I'm thinking like, man, I was just so inspired. So when I got back to LA, the mornings, I don't think it's another city in the world that's more beautiful than LA in the morning because you can go hike and all that. And I'm like, it's a whole different vibe. So I just had these thoughts coming to me, these different sounds, these different vibes, and like a lot of African beats and a lot of trap beats and a lot of drill beats. And everything was in my mind. So I was like, yo, what's crazy is Paris nights, LA mornings. And I'm like, anybody that's ever traveled will get that, will understand that.
Come on.
It's, I call it street chic.
Street chic.
Street chic.
Okay, then.
Luxury street chic, you feel me?
Okay, then, Vibe.
Yeah.
When the hell did you come up with street chic? At what moment did you realize that, this is street, but this is chic?
Yeah.
Street chic? Come on.
Me? Oh, man, listen. So I was one of my guys, he real, like, super, super trap guy. I'm like one of my little homies, he Rob Rubin, and he was like, yo, and I had on, like, this sweater, Brunello Cucinelli little sweater, cashmere sweater. And he said, hey, man, this chic, man.
Yeah.
And it threw me because, one, intelligent cat. I didn't know he knew that word.
Yeah.
I come from the mud too, and I'm like,
what you know about this shit?
Yeah. So I say, what I noticed about Atlanta, Chicago, LA, Miami, and even in Paris, it's like the bottom is what it is. Like we come from that, right? We come from the struggle culture, but we upscale with it. We are like the biggest consumers of like high-end products, high-end things. We like to travel. So I'm like, don't nobody want to go too far left to where you can't get it. Because you still got to have some type of connection to it. But at the same time, we love nice fabrics. Come on, we come from Africa. We come from a culture where it's gold and diamonds and nice.
Exactly.
We love all that. We love the vibe out. We don't want to be around on shit if we don't have to be.
Exactly.
So my music is not something that, if you ain't trying to get a passport or you ain't got a passport, you ain't got aspirations, or you ain't trying to get real money, you probably ain't going to feel where I'm coming from. But if you also ain't never been through no real struggles, you ain't going to feel it either. So I'm in the middle. So this this is the vibe that's like, it's rap and B, but it's melodies there, but it's street, but it's chic. It's upstairs, it's luxury. It's like, a Bentley in the mud, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
In the trap. It's I could sit there and come from something, because it defines coming from struggle. It defines like, growth and really being there, you feel me? Shit, Donald Trump street chic.
Come on now.
Let's talk about it. Like,
I mean, Vibe, coming out of Chicago with it man. Talk to me about them early beginnings and what it was like for you in the Chi.
Oh man, like I was outside. Like everybody, and I salute the crib. They know me. They show me love. I go back. I was out there because my man was get to it. Because I didn't want to stay in the conditions we was in. I understood at a very, 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 very young age that
I gotta get the hell out of here.
I gotta get out of this. Right. I'm from this part of Chicago called the Gardens, like the Hundreds, and they call it the Gated Gardens, like from the Gardens, and it's wild. Like it ain't as popular as like Old Block and all that, because a lot of our guys don't really make it to tell their story.
Damn.
And that's the real thing of it. So, you've been to Chicago, you can get it. Like, it's not a game there at all. And I ain't glorifying, I ain't trying to relive it. It's just what it is.
Come on, man.
And so, like, when I first went to LA and I went out there and I first went to Miami, and I'm like, man, this different energy.
Different, yeah.
And when I was there, I was there on the grind and getting to
making it do.
Yeah, I was and I come back to the crib and I'd be like, oh man, we it, but we ain't doing it the way we could do it. And that's no knock on my city. It's just saying that it's more to it. So coming at it, I was just wanting more, bro. Like, the winters is long, nights is long, it's cold. Everybody on, 10. Anybody that get to you, chicks will set you up. The city get you up. The police trying to lock you in. It's a lot. Yeah. So you gotta, survive those. And so that's what I was on. So coming from there, I just was like, get to the money, because you get to the bag, you spiritually connected, mentally connected, and financially connected, you'll have the life you want.
At what point in Chicago, though, did you discover your love for music in this thing, though?
Man, you know what? I think one time we got caught stealing shoes.
Wait a minute, man. Stealing some shoes made you want to sing in this thing?
Nah, like joy. I got locked up. Okay. And I was in there. It was just like a little rap battle. Going back and forth. And I always, everybody loved Jay and all that stuff or whatever. And it started speaking to me. So the music was the only thing that could really calm me down. In the moment, because I was a hothead. And so studio was allowed. It was like therapy for me. It allowed me to really talk, get out my issues, communicate. I love the intricacy of making a song. I like seeing people move around in music. That shit is the soundtrack to life. And so it just kept my mind calm. And I remember what made me really, really like lock in on it. I was hustling, going from Cali to the crib, and I got caught. I got pulled over in Utah. And the guy was trying to search the car. I wasn't even driving. I was with my bro Manny Mac. Everything was on point, little rental. You know the story. Yeah. And he couldn't search the car. And he was like, I feel like you up to something. And I'm like, well, you already ran my ticket, and legally you can't search my car after you ran my name. So I hit him with a little legal fact. He's like, okay, you know what you're talking about. He radioed ahead to Grand Junction, Colorado. Grand Junction, they come with dogs. And they didn't really smell nothing, but he kept making the dog bark. And when he did, he just ripped the whole car open. He started pulling out packs. Bro, the sky started spinning. Yeah. The sky, I was like, I'm never gonna go home again. Yeah. I ended up beating that case. And the majority of the stuff he found was weed, and at that time weed was just legal. Exactly. Just became legal there. Yeah. Cannabis just became legal there. So like 2 years fighting it, cost me like $370,000.
My God.
Yeah. All the money I had.
Yeah.
Everything on that. And when I went to the judge, when he was about to, give me my sentencing for like 2 years probation, they was gonna do time served. Yeah. All of that stuff. He's like, I looked your name up and my son noticed you had music on Entourage. It's a white judge. I didn't know how it came out. And it was all God right there. Yeah. He was like, so I'm not gonna jam you. He said, I'm not gonna jam you up as I could, but you have a talent. Focus on it.
Come on, man.
He said, if I see you back in here, nothing's gonna
up the creek
save
you go. Yeah.
That was it for me, Brody. That was it for me. I said, let me go harder on this than I was on everything else. So.
Exactly. And I mean, can you talk about those placements though, man, being able to get those early on?
You know what's crazy? It was real early. Like my first real check in music came, and I ain't know nothing about it. I was rocking Nelly. Nelly was busting. Like he was popping. And Mo still the big homie still. I salute him. So I ended up getting in the studio with him. But his manager at the time, T Love, was like one of the managers, like, yo, shorty called. Whoa. And we went to a party, and I was just networking, and so he connected me with this cat who was a music director for them shows, couple of shows. And they just liked my music, and they ended up, and at the time I just got my deal with Universal, and so they was like, we like your music, we want to put it on the show. I was like, cool, do that. Yeah. At the time, the A&Rs at Universal wanted to push another artist, so they tried to block it. It's like, we got somebody else, so don't use that. So dude called me, was like, they trying to block it, but we not gonna let them block it. Yeah. You can use it, we want to use this. They gave me $40,000, bro. And that was the first time I had seen that much money at that one time. Yeah. From something legitimate.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
oh,
this it. So then that turned into so many other different things like Empire and, production partners. My boy Rich Gill, we did that and did the Young Money stuff. And, then I'm in there with Mo. Nelly, he like, I'm gonna use this for his new project, and we did CNF. It was it was just a lot of. Then I'm going in there, I'm dropping records to Chris Brown. He ain't cut that record. I hope he still cut that one. But, just stuff. And I'm writing in all of that, and then he's like, you an artist too? And I'm like, I'm an artist always, of course. And so he was like, all right, I played the march, and they was like, why you not giving us this? I'm like, well, this is mine.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so that's how that came. So it's a blessing, Brody.
Working
Not to
with
give it a
Young
long
Money
story.
as well, though, man. I mean, what was it like getting it in with them? One of the hottest labels in the game.
You know, that came through my man Rich Skills, because he was doing stuff for like Chanel West Coast and Nero, and then he was getting stuff to Wayne, and then Drizzy and them. Drizzy was them. They was blowing, and Nicki Minaj, they was starting to pop. So I was just popping up with beats, and songs. I was trying to get. So I'm like, yo, I did the beat, or me and my man did the beat. We did this together. His rap, and they was like, woo. So he hit me, was like, yo, I want to use this stuff for some Young Money artists. I'm like, run it.
Exactly.
Go. I don't care. Take it.
Come on.
They like the hook too. They can have the hook. And that's just kind of where that went. And then I don't know if Cash remember the Cool Kids.
Yeah.
Way back in the Big Homies. I ended up doing some stuff on Mikey Rock's project, Banco. That went #1. So it was like people just fuck on my style and how I created music, because I didn't really have a style of music. Mine was all vibes.
Yeah.
It was all vibes. Everything was vibrations, and it had a gutter undertone. It was like, I like that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a blessing, bro, to be able to do that. And now it's like it's my time to really like get to it, you know.
Well, see, Vi, I know you don't get red eyes, you catch red eyes, sir. Okay.
Oh, my
Boss.
Yo.
Okay, Anguilla, man. Talk to me about these visuals and these songs, man.
Yo, so that was kind of like, I was coming out of a bad relationship, and
Okay.
Shorty, I wasn't perfect, but Shorty did how she moved, I was like, whoa. Like, I caught my karma, but she spent the block.
Okay.
The whole, I'm like, I ain't deserve all this.
Really?
Like, yeah, she spun the block and hit me with another one, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I was down about it, bro. I was like, damn. I was like, hey, any human being can be hurt. So I was just like sitting there, and I was in the studio with my bro Ari Shah. I was like, bro, let's just cut some music. So
Yeah.
went back to LA, and I was like, man, that's fucked up how this went down. And so I was sitting there like, wait a minute. Nigga, I'm straight. I got bread.
Yeah.
I'm healthy. I'm cool. I'm about to cry over this. I don't catch red eyes. You know what I'm saying? I don't get red eyes. I catch red eyes. So I was like, and that was kind of like a shot at whoever was thinking I was going to be down, and especially that. So we was like, boom. So we went to Anguilla, and I was like, we should shoot a video here.
Yeah.
And bro was like, man, people don't really do. I said, I don't give a fuck what people don't really do. I want to shoot a visual here.
Exactly.
So I flew the whole crew out.
Woo.
We got a couple suites, joints, whatever, everything. I just said turn the camera on, and that was just me kicking it and moving around in Anguilla.
Yeah.
And it was dope, bro, because, and I mean, I'm gonna speak on the numbers of it. That was a $50,000 video.
Ooh.
Independent, 100%. That was 50. I dropped 50 on that.
Exactly.
And it was like, why? I mean, I was in a position. I always looked at the independent labels when I was coming up, how they did, and I wanted to give people a visual. So it was a vibe, bro. The whole island came out. I had the whole security, the whole police force was security. I didn't even know I was getting all that. I was just like, but I was going, it just kept going, and it just became big, and that record ended up being one of the #1 songs in Anguilla.
Talk to me about kicking flavor in Anguilla, though, because I ain't been there, man. Is that a must-see? Is that a must-travel to, sir?
It's one of the most, it's a top 10 island of luxury islands that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
It's black, beautiful, British. I think the British colonized it.
Yeah.
It's a 35-minute ferry ride from St. Martin.
Okay.
It's 45 minutes from St. Bart's. We did St. Bart's too.
Okay, yeah.
We had to do St. Bart's too. The food is amazing.
Okay.
The vibe is chill. The Belmont Cap Jaluka Hotel is something else. Like, bro, everything about it is like luxury. It's mellow. The water's like green. And we went during Carnival.
Ooh.
So, yeah, we went during Carnival. That shit was insane. And then they had this thing called the Poker Run.
Yeah.
Where everybody with a yacht or a boat, they race. It was nuts. So I'm like, shit, I want in.
Exactly.
I want in. So I think if you're going to go, and people say Turks. I never been to Turks. My man was like, yo, this shit is doper than Turks. I said, well, there it is. So Anguilla is somewhere you got to go.
I'm gonna have to peek myself in there. I'm gonna have to peek around in Anguilla and see what the hell's going on.
You gotta go.
Okay.
But make sure you chilling, because they only have like 2 flights leaving up out of that week. Nigga. And if it rain, you there for another couple of days.
What?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Okay, Anguilla. Y'all gotta do better than that.
Yeah, they do. I think so. It ain't a cheap place to visit either.
Yeah.
But once you there,
you
ain't gonna leave.
Now, I mean, when it comes to this rap and B though, man, I mean, you got a lot of love in this music as well.
Yeah, good love, bro.
Talk to me about putting the love in the music and just bringing the relationships back to the forefront at the same time, man.
You know, we as men, we don't talk about it a lot. I hear a lot of stuff like men really well, women doing this and men doing this, but we need to talk about ourselves. Like, what are you doing and what you're not doing? And we human, bro. Like, everybody, if you don't have love for something or someone, then you're not human.
Come on.
It's impossible. You lying. Yeah. And I think that a lot of us as men think that to not talk about it is masculinity, but I disagree. To be honest, to be communicative, to say, I was on me. I jammed that up. That's it's my bad on that one. To grow, to be vocal about what your boundaries are, to protect and to provide, not just in financials, but mentally, and to be truthful with yourself. That right there, to me, is king energy.
That's right.
And everything I've ever read in history or witnessed, some of the greatest leaders, rulers, the Most High, Christ himself, our Lord and Savior, was compassionate.
Come on, man.
And love. And it's like you can't survive in this world, as wicked as it is, if you don't have self-love or compassion. So I try to be as honest in the music. Yeah. You know, like in my record review, you know, I admit I could have did it better. You know, I could have done a lot of things. I had to admit that it was me too.
Exactly.
And so I try to speak on what's truthful to me, and you know, hopefully it resonate with cats. Because we could talk about bread, which I speak about that, money, but the core of it is love and growth. And that's why I try to stay with it.
How do you feel about the man-woman relationship out here right now, man? Because right now it's looking like dog eat dog.
I think we jammed up right now, Brody. I think we got to unlearn a lot of things, starting with self. It all starts with self. I think everybody should stop blaming each other. And I really believe, and this is what my truest of truest, I just having this conversation with my homegirls, we as black people should stop separating each other. Yeah. In my opinion. You know, everybody may have different. I don't think it should be the black man plight, the black woman plight. Yes, their plights, but it's us as black people, our plight. Like, and so we can't go nowhere without the black woman. We can't. It's impossible. We can't procreate. We're not gonna have peace of mind, and they can't go nowhere without us.
That's right.
But I think what's happening in relationships is that, man, we jam. It's designed to separate us. We pointing the fingers. You got so much noise out there, and no one's healing. People not going, you know what? What can I do to be better? How can I move better as a man? How can I move better as and women got to speak for themselves. I can't tell them how to speak. And I think the relationships are jammed up because we competing with each other. Why? Yeah. We weren't even made to be separate. We were made to be an entity, to be a unit. We both made in God's image. We was made to be a unit.
That's right.
And we don't get it. So I think survival. We in survival mode. Yeah. People not being honest with themselves. So I think relationships are jammed right now, bro.
How do you feel like the music impacts the relationships too, man? Because I mean, them soundtracks from the 70s, but folks weren't scared to say that they love somebody. Yeah. I think that made a difference in how folks treated each other, man.
Man, you know, it all starts at fear. It's fear. People are afraid. I admit I was afraid. I'm afraid at times, you know, and it's fear of being hurt, fear of embarrassment, fear of being rejected, fear of not being understood, fear of being misperceived or misconstrued or you know, misjudged, all of these things. And it's like, if you walk in with the Most High and you really got self-love, then that fear will gradually start to go away if you do the work. And I think that the 70s, it wasn't fear. You know, them niggas used to sing for hours, bro. What? They used to sing,
break my heart.
He hit a note and please. Like, one of my favorite records my mom used to listen to is called is Confunction. I think Love Train or whatever.
Love Train.
Yo, Brody was begging for damn near 4 minutes. Like, please come over. Please. He like, I need you right now. You couldn't do that now because that would be considered stalking or pressing. So you got to be careful how you communicate. You can't like nobody lying up like, come on, you know, that's your aura drop. That's a sucker move. I get it. You got to communicate, but the way he delivered the message, probably I don't recommend that. But the point of the message is, he needed her.
Exactly.
And she needed him.
Yeah.
And that's what we should get back to the point of, like, instead of, well, man supposed to do this, supposed to do this, you never been a man. How you gonna tell me what a man's supposed to do? You can just tell me what you want from a man. Yeah. And I've never been a woman. I can't tell a female what she's supposed to do. I can say what I would like.
That's right.
And so I think we need to be more honest and have more honest conversations and be more truthful and real. Just not be afraid to express yourself. Like, I tell people like this, and this is what I live by. If I'm being the best me, greatest version of myself, and it don't resonate with her or with him or with you or with whomever you homies with, your business partners, you with your lady and don't resonate with her, right? Yeah. You know, or whatever people are. I mean, me and my lady, but whatever you got going on is your thing. If you your best self, and you being your best you, and it don't resonate, you have nothing to be ashamed or afraid or to feel down about, because you did the best that you could do.
Come on.
And if that doesn't resonate with your partner or with your business or whatever, then okay.
Yeah.
Be comfortable and be content with knowing you moved and you walked the right way. You stayed solid. You 10 toes it. And you can't never go wrong doing that.
Come on, man. I mean, Banger's like, so now what, man? Break that joint down.
So now what was Hotels and Heartbreaks was the basically the re-emergence of it, and me speaking to that and getting to that mindset, because my biggest heartbreak happened in a hotel.
Damn.
Fast Star Hotel. This chick I was hollering at 3 chicks at one time, but not on, yeah. But
so how did your heart get broken and you hollering at 3 chicks at one time?
Because I was in love. You can love more than one person.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
The facts. You can't. And I love different things, but I was in a moral dilemma. So I started easing away from 2 of them, because I was like, I'm gonna focus on this one particular. I'm gonna be right.
Yeah.
She would do little things like disappear, be gone. I wouldn't hear from her for a month, so you can't really bank on that. You know what's happening in a month. You know what it is, right? So I'm gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
So when she come back around, I was you got to get out of those situations, or you got to step away, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to hurt nobody.
Yeah.
Right? I ain't want to do nobody dirty or do nobody bad. So honest with them, but you gotta let people down easy. You gotta part in a gift manner, like that's why I call it a parting gift. You gotta go kindly. She wanted me to just block them, cut them, did it be cruel? I said, that's ego. If I do that, then I make an enemy out of somebody that I don't necessarily got to make an enemy out of. If I just let me handle it with a silk touch, you feel me? Light touch. So the one chick I was gonna hang out with, I said, look, if me and my ex get back together, I'm not gonna come to dinner. But if we don't, let's do dinner.
Yeah.
I was honest.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't go to dinner, and I said I'm not gonna make dinner. Which means I'm working on this. I told you what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, she ain't like that. So she screenshotted my conversation, text messages, emails, and it was past shit, but it was intricate, intimate conversations, how we chop. And she sent it to the chick I was trying to build with. Yeah. To my girl, you feel me?
Yeah.
And she read it. And then she texted me, said, I emailed her because she deserves to know the truth, woman to woman. And I'm like, my eyes got like saucers. Even though I wasn't bogus, it was the information and how it came. And Shorty looked at me and said, feel my heart. She said, feel my chest.
Oh my God.
I felt her chest and her heart was beating. I was like, and she just went off. And I was like, motherfucker, like, why would you do that? You feel me? Like, I gave it to you straight up and down. So it wasn't about her trying to be a woman or whatever. But I get it. She was hurt.
Yeah.
I get it now. At the time, I was infuriated.
Exactly.
But it happened in a hotel. So I did Hotels and Heartbreaks to kind of like purge and to heal and to
heal your damn
story.
self. Yeah.
Right. So then I was still on it. Went back in the studio with my bro Vega Heartbreak. That nigga was like, yeah, all that shit. Woo, woo, woo. He said, but so now what, nigga? You gonna stay in it or we gonna move forward?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, let's move forward.
Yeah.
So that's what In Mode came from. It started off with that, and then it switched to like, I'm back outside, and I'm like, you the reason I'm on these boats with these benigns. You the reason why I'm, you know what I'm saying, doing all this wow. You the reason why I'm throwing it up and why I got 2-3 of them a night. I was trying to be 100. You didn't want that, so now I'm on this type of time. Woo. And that's what So Now What was like. So now what? We moving forward. And so now what? We back to the money. We back to the movement. We back to the vibe. We back to the growth. We back to the healing. I ain't focusing on that. I'm focusing on me.
Come on.
And that's where that came from.
Okay, so now I got to ask you this, though, Vi.
Yeah.
For your audience, your fans, man, when they listening to this music, what is it that you want them to take from it, though, man?
Self-love. Be true to self. Be 100. Don't stick around or stay in a situation that don't like serve you. And it's okay to make mistakes and make bad decisions. I made bad decisions. I made made mistakes. I wasn't this, but shit, that ain't me no more. I ain't there.
Yeah.
If you want to stay there and dwell on that, you can. I'm over here now. I'm moving forward. Don't let nobody pull you back.
Come on.
To what it was when you know what it is. Like if you was a fuck boy, and you not no more. Don't let that person who experienced that continue to try to drag you there.
Yeah.
Respect that they need to heal. Respect that they have to heal, but don't stay there with them.
Exactly.
You feel me? So I want people to take from this that, it's like life, love, loyalty, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. It's about growth. It's about, proper preparing, preventing poor performances. It's about being your best you and every day reinventing yourself. Every day. Fuck it, man. Who gonna tell you?
Come on.
Ain't no time to this. Ain't no gender to this. Ain't no age to this. Ain't no, social construct to this. You are God's child, and He got the plan. So whoever telling you this, man, bump what they on.
Come on.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Until you check out of here, you can keep doing it.
By all means.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, being independent out here in these streets, man.
Yeah.
What is that like for you maneuvering through this industry independently on the rap and B?
Brody, it's ups and it's downs.
Talk to me.
The good of it is when you reach the people, you reach them.
Yeah.
It's a direct connection. You know, ain't no filters, ain't no gatekeepers, ain't no in and out. You right there. And that's the beautiful thing. The bad thing is the industry right now is in turmoil. It's a lot of money to be made in it, but people don't know how to get to it. And the people that's getting to it are trying to block you.
Woo.
They holding on for dear life, but they can't hold on too much longer.
Come
you
on.
feel me? It's like when Pac said, we hungry, we outside. And now we
want
like, please give us want something to eat. Now you inside the kitchen.
Come on.
You can't hold on too long because the reason why we in the state we in is because of the greedy gatekeepers and these industry and the labels and all of that stuff. Like, I'm with Universal Music Publishing as a writer-producer. They have never placed any of my music. All of my placements, I did it.
Are you serious?
Hand to the sky, most high. If I'm lying, take me.
Yeah.
Dead ass, Brody, type shit. You feel me? They never placed anything. In fact, when I went through a hard time, you know, at the case I told you about, I needed some bread. I was like, yo, can I just get $10,000 about studio equipment? They was like, nope. Cool. Damn. Understood. Distribution companies. Everything is distribution now. People not noticing. Well, AWOL is my distribution company.
Yeah.
I don't like AWOL. I told them that. I say it out front. Because the little things that you need, I'm paying for all my marketing.
Yeah.
I'm paying for all my promotions.
Yeah.
I'm paying for all my features.
Yeah.
Moneybagg, yo, I paid for that. $115,000 out of my pocket. That's man's, right? And I had to pay for video, and I had to pay for promotions, and I had to pay for mixing and mastering. That's me, right?
Yeah.
I'm paying Anguilla. We did that. I got the song Deuce and Waves.
Yeah.
That was a $46,000 video, right?
Yeah.
So in a frame of a month and a half, I dropped damn near 100 bands on videos and visuals. I'm paying for it. I brought y'all a record with a #1 artist on there.
Yeah.
I brought y'all everything, and y'all can't get me on more playlists or give me spotlight. I said, okay, cool. If it costs money, what it costs.
Yeah.
Let me know what the back end is.
Yeah.
I take care of that.
Yeah.
I can't get digital artwork.
Yeah.
I can't get Dolby Atmos. They say, I say, why not? Well, that's reserved for our artists that we have signed to us directly. So you telling me you stopping my motion and you making it difficult for me to get my music to the people, how I eat, because you can't get a bigger cut? You already taking 15% of nothing. I mean, for nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me? And if I ain't putting up numbers, I don't care if I do $5,000.
Yeah.
That's money you ain't have, bro. It's man. So I think the independent game is good if you can find a way to get to the people. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love the touring. I love that I get my merch to the people,
Yeah.
music to the people. The hard thing is you got to still go through these distribution, these DSPs, and they got that locked up, and that's where they jam you right there. That's where's the fight, and that's the part of it that's sick. You know, so that's the struggle. That's the politics of it. If I could just give it direct to consumer without having to go through a DSP, and when I find that motion, I'm out of here, bro. You'll never see me on a DSP again.
I feel that.
Dead
I mean,
ass.
but linking up with Moneybagg, yo, man.
Yeah,
what
man.
was it that made you say, man, let me get Moneybagg in this thing?
Oh, bro was spit, man.
Yeah.
He was talking that I resonated with the vibration on the music. I was gonna get Dirkio on it.
Yeah.
But Dirk, and that's the homie I rock with him. We from the same land, you
From
know,
the
he cool.
Chi,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know him super well, but we got the same connection to people. Dirk was and Dirk was getting hot. Like the Drake record was out. He was getting
Woo.
They told me 40,000 at first.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
The Drake record dropped. They went from 40,000 to
400,000?
150,000 in like a blink.
Yeah. No, that's that Drake effect.
But I said, cool. We had the paperwork together. What made me, I was ready to get it done. What made me fall back off that was when I hit his management, and the lawyer that was handling was doing work for me at a point in time. So I knew Brody. We all knew each other. I'm thinking, we from the land. Y'all know me. I'm a real one. I'm one of them guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
They was like, we want $150 plus lawyer fees plus his wardrobe. I said, I ain't doing that.
Ooh.
I said, I ain't doing that. So I was like, who could I get on it that made the most sense?
Yeah.
And my man, we listened to a lot of things, and a Bag record came on, and it was like, he was going so hard, bro. I was like, pause. I was like, yo, dude, killing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I had reached out to my bro, 2 Clark, who was A&R at Def Jam. He was exec over there.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I know they people.
Yeah.
So he put me in tune with their people, and they did their, CMGB, did his homework on me, and they said, oh, City, he one of them guys, he one of the guys.
Yeah.
And so I sent it to them, bro, before they got any money, before they did anything, before the paperwork was even done, he sent me my verse right back.
My God.
I said, he sent that shit overnight.
Woo.
He got it that day, sent it back. I said, oh, he went so hard, I was like, pause, he went so cold with it. I was
Get this man his money now.
I said, man, where y'all at? They said, bro, I'm gonna be in LA tomorrow.
Yeah.
They said we want cash though. So I went to the bank.
Yeah.
And I was like, because everything in the bank, I don't keep no cash on everything. And I had to wait 2 days for them to get that much, because they was like, oh, we don't have that much cash on hand.
Exactly.
This is the first time I found this out, bro. I'm like, but it's my money.
Yeah.
They said, but we got to borrow it from another bank.
Damn.
What? So they said, all we can give you is $30,000 a day. That's how much cash we got in the bank.
Yeah.
And so I'm like going from different
banks.
Spaces, different banks, different different banks to different, to get the cash.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say the word. Facilities.
Yeah.
And so finally they like, we got the whole thing.
Okay.
So I'm like, can y'all come out the day after? Because I got to get all the cash together.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't just send y'all this through a wire chain. They was like, nah, we want the cash. So we came in the studio, bro. They met me at Westlake Studio, LA.
Yeah.
No, I think it was Paramount. We was in Paramount.
Yeah.
And counted it up. I had my guys there.
Yeah.
They ain't finna beat me for no bread, you feel me? And they had their guys there.
Yeah.
And it was love. His manager met me. He was like, yo, where your manager at? I said, I'm my manager.
Yeah.
He said, well, what's your your music director? I said, I'm my music.
Exactly.
He said, how damn, boy, you like Chuck Berry. He from Memphis. So I said, I don't know who that is, but you know. And they counted it up. He came in, did the video, the whole demo, and we put it out there. So I took all that to them, and I had Bag on there, I had Lil Pop on there, I got T Grizzly on there. On one of my projects, and that shit just went up from there. And they was like, how you meet these people? I'm like, I'm moving around.
Exactly.
I met Grizzly, he's about my house.
Talk to me.
In LA. So I had this crib. I bought it for like 2.6.
Yeah.
Grizzly was like, I'm looking for a crib. He wanted the bag. He came out, pulled up. He was like, I love what he did too. He was like, hey man, you ain't got to go through the white old girl. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
We could talk directly.
Exactly.
I said, bet. So we exchanged information, chopped it up. He said, what you got going? I said, pull up to the studio. I'm in the studio. He said, oh, should I pull up?
Yeah.
So he pulled up. I'm in there. We in there heavy. And I like that he pulled up with just him, his girl, and one of his guys.
Yeah.
It was on some cool. I'm in there with like, I'm with the whole, all the family, the whole
squad.
family. I'm in there with the whole, and he was Detroit guy. He pulled up fresh with it.
Yeah.
No nonsense. Came in on some vibey shit, and it was super love. And he cut his verse, and I was like, do I got to get the clearance? He's like, oh, don't worry about that shit. I was like, bet that. So I'm hitting him like, yo, Grizzly, I got to get it cleared. I hear from him for a minute. He hit me back like, bro, put it out. Don't put it out.
Yeah.
He asked for no money from me.
What?
He just said, put it out. That's cool. Love. So we stayed in tune. He's a real cool guy.
Yeah.
He ended up not buying my crib, he bought something else, but I sold it to London on the track.
Okay.
So it still worked out.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
When it comes to your creative process, though, Vi, when you get in that studio, how are you coming up with these hits, man?
Man, first of all, I appreciate you saying that, brother. Like, it's a lot as a creative for somebody to recognize and say, what's up, man. I appreciate you for listening.
No
and thank
problem.
you for that.
No problem.
Bro, honestly, I just go off what I like.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And what I'm vibing to. And I listen to enough music, and I listen to enough, I study it. Like, I listen to music from the 60s all the way up. I'm listening to shit from the 1920s. I'm listening to every new artist that drop. I don't give a fuck what is on. I'm on YouTube.
Come on.
Because I'm on a plane now, so I got my headphones in. So I'm going like, you came out to have my headphones on, listen to music. And so I'm just listening to music, and I just go in there and I'm going, what's my vibe? Because music it's the same. Music is just the conversation, the talk, the language is different.
Yeah.
The terms is different.
Yeah.
And if you are actually having real conversation with real people, you should stay current on what's the terms.
Facts.
You feel me? Like, I got big homies I chop it up with if I want that soul, that vibe. And I got, little homies I chop it up with when I want to, what y'all little niggas talking about right now?
Exactly.
You feel me? And so when I go in there, I just create what I like and what I feel, what's vibrating to me. And I don't care if you don't like it.
Come on.
I don't care if, he don't like it. I don't care if y'all like, I don't fuck with it. Like, I was talking to Timbaland, I was like, You like Brody, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like my shit is doper. I just do.
Exactly.
And I like my chances. And you could put me in the ring with whomever. I like my chances.
Facts.
You know, I don't care what they got, what their accolades are, how dope they are, because it's subjective. Music is subjective.
Damn
Creativity
right.
is subjective. I can look at art. Bro, I went to a Basquiat exhibit in LA, right?
Yeah.
It was a private works from the family. Mm-hmm. I love art. People know me that I go to a museum. I spend days in a museum.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at some of the art and I'm like, I don't get this shit. This don't look cold to me. Like, it ain't it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's people next to me going, oh my God, he's so amazing. And I'm like, this 100 million?
Look like a tic-tac-toe
Bro,
puzzle.
it looked like, okay, his early work.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was his early work. I was like, yo, this shit like a kid did this.
Yeah.
And the guy turned around with his little smug ass. Well, he was a child when he did this. All right, nigga, I didn't know. Okay, it makes sense. But then I get to his later, you know, he checked me real quick. I said, my bad.
My bad.
Excuse me.
Exactly.
You know? So I went to the later works, and I'm like, yo, this shit amazing.
Yeah.
I paid for this. And the same people that love this early work was like, ugh, this is so da-da-da, an industry, he sold out. And I'm like, it's subjective.
Yeah.
So I make a record, and you might be like, this is trash. Mm-hmm. This is trash.
Yeah.
This person here might be like, yo, this is the greatest shit ever. So you can't base it on what people like. It's great if people confirm what you knew.
That's right.
That feels good. That's a good part. That's a good vibe. But if they don't, and you believe in it and you know it, because how the fuck you gonna tell me my truth ain't my truth?
Come on, man.
You can't tell me.
Exactly.
You feel me? You can't. The end. The end. Like, you can't tell me mine ain't mine.
Now, I feel that. I
feel
feel
me?
that. Lastly, though, Vi,
Yeah.
the fans, the people,
Yes, sir.
how can they contact you, and what the hell do they need to be looking out for in this thing,
Oh
boss?
man, Paris Nights, LA Mornings. I'm dropping it in February.
Okay, then.
I'm dropping it after Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I wanted to drop it earlier, but you got to give it some time for the DSPs and so that's the politics of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop them a 3-pack, and then I'm gonna drop them a 10-pack.
Okay.
After. I am Vice City, bro. IAMVICITY. That's my social media tags everywhere. You Google that, Google Vice City, everything will pop up.
What
That's
was it
me.
that made you name yourself Vice City?
It came from my first words that they tell me was Shy City. And you know, Levayer is my name, and everybody,
Okay.
and Bye Bye is what they call me
slick.
for short.
Yeah,
you feel me?
yeah.
So
Okay,
it was just
then.
like, I don't know if those, that's what everybody in my family like. Yo, your first words was Shy City, and your second word was remarkable. I'm like, who did y'all have me around for these to be my words? You feel me? So it just stuck, bro. It's like,
Okay.
so everybody go, I am Shy City. I'm Vice City. Like if Dirk is the voice, I'm the hope.
Ooh.
I'm what people see.
Yeah.
Cause they know what I come from.
Exactly.
They know they can. I seen him really go through it and really come from. They saw it,
Yeah.
and for me to, and I always been me. I never been. Ain't nobody gonna say, oh, he was a different. I've
Yeah.
always been me.
Come on.
Good or bad.
Come on.
Always been me. So the name stuck. So like it just, when they think Shy City, you know, they think me. I'm like the hand behind the hand.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't know.
feel
Like
you.
they don't come out and be, when they think artists, you don't really hear me. But when they go impact,
Yeah.
my name will come up, because I teach cats and show cats through my actions how you can come out the mud and build a fort.
Big old
You feel me?
facts.
So-
What them fans need to know, though, Vi?
Man, be on the lookout. I got a couple things coming out right now.
Talk
I
to
got I wrote a book that's dropping on Valentine's Day called I Might Be the Problem.
Ooh.
So y'all be on the lookout for that. I got my OGC On God Couture.
Yeah.
That's coming top of February. Like luxury hoodies, luxury varsity jackets. This one right here,
Yeah.
luxury everything, brother. Everything's luxe. Cotton is real, like Egyptian cotton. The jackets are the good wool. I'm finna have some cashmere's dropping. It's gonna be in a good price point so everybody can get a hold of it. So it's gonna cost just enough so you know it ain't cheap.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be not too high to where it's like we out of there, because I understand that I want everybody to be able to rock with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Got the project dropping. I got my jewelry line.
Yeah.
Avec they own, and we gunning for the Van Cleef crowd.
Okay.
Because that's like old people. We trying to do something for us that's
I feel
classy,
that.
that's dope, beautiful, great diamonds, and beautiful pieces. All that's on my page.
Okay, then.
And I'm setting up a tour.
Talk
Putting
to
the
me.
dates. I'll let the dates come. I'll give y'all the dates soon. We putting the dates together.
Okay.
But I think the first place and my release party. I'm gonna do an album release for this one. I'm gonna do it in a couple cities. I'm doing Chicago, LA, Atlanta,
Okay.
Miami, New York, Houston, Paris, London, and I'm trying to get it together to where I can do Ghana and Nigeria.
Oh, that's hard.
I want to do
Come on now.
in all these places because
I'm with you.
it's time for us to come together,
You
man.
damn
as
right.
People, you feel me? We got
I'm
to.
with
So
you.
all that, we us. So I'm trying to bridge that gap
Exactly.
between America, Africa, and on the Caribbeans, and make it luxury. Because usually when you see it, it's on some. Yeah, it's on some. That's cool. Nah, bro, it's up. So that's what I got going, man.
I can
You
dig
know,
it. Vibe.
good vibes.
My dog.
Vibe. My
Appreciate
guy.
you coming
Appreciate
through
you,
this
dog.
thing, man.
Yes,
Wish you
sir.
nothing but
Thank
the
y'all
best
for
and
having
much
me.
success.
Salute.
Be Hot Radio Shout in Vice City.
I get it.
We
Get it.
gone.